Okay, guys. So you can see my VS Code, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So for today, our project, it will be, I just call it movie search. You can call it whatever you want to. Simply the project, it will be like that. You will have a JSON file. Inside source, I have a film.json. And I think I have around, I'm not sure, maybe 15 movie or more. I've already shared it with you on Slack, so you already have it. So each movie, as you can see, we have array of object. The object include title with upper T. Then we have year, and then we have this number here, which is a unique number, I think. But anyway, it's just the ID, and then we have the type is movies, and we have a poster. And the poster, it will give us the image here. So we can use it as a source of the image. Type, we will not use it, and even this one, I'm not sure if we're gonna use it or not. Let's see. Okay. So what should we do? What is the functionality? Well, that's all my movie, as you can see. What I can do now, I can search for a movie if I want to. Let's say, for example, Pullman, and it will show me the movie directly, as you can see, without it just clicking enter or anything, just while I'm typing. And of course, here, if I remove this one, it will show me all the movie again. Now, if I say toll movie, but here, if I enter something else, it will tell me no movie or no movie exists. It should be no movie, actually, not no movies. No movie exists. And if I go back to this one, it will show me the movie, and voila. So that's simply the functionality. Let me go here and movie list. And should be no movie, not no movies. Yep. Let's try again. No movie exists. Perfect. And that simply will be our project. Okay. But also here, as you can see, for each movie, I'm showing the title here. I'm showing the year. And also what you can do, you can like the movie. If you click on this heart, now it's white. As you can see, if I click on it, now it will become red. And the movie will change a little bit. So as you can see, we have like, so the border become like a green. Just some styling here. Of course, I can select multiple movies, or I can like multiple movies if I want to, as you can see. Voila. So that's basically our project. Any question about the functionality now? Any question about the functionality?
So the idea, like we did with posters, right?
Sorry?
So it's the same project as we did with posters.
It's the same project is?
Like we did in vanilla JavaScript posters.
Yeah,
It's the same idea, but movie.
It was the same, but here just a little bit functionality. Just you can select or like movie. Most of it, it's the same. Yeah. We did it with vanilla JavaScript. Now we will do it with React. Okay. So let's go to our project and try to do it. First, I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to keep the CSS. So let me get rid of movies. Let me get rid of movie list. Let me get rid of search bar. And let me get rid of no r.jsx. Actually, let me get rid of all of that and just create a div with hello, for example. Hello, like that. Here, I don't need this function. I don't need that. And also, I don't need all of that. Okay, that should be fine, I suppose. And if I go to the util function here, I'm gonna delete this util function as well. What else? That's everything, I think. If I go back now to my project, I have nothing. As you can see, it's just hello. So first, I need to know how many components I need. To check how many components I need, I'm gonna open my Xcali draw. And let me just get rid of a few stuff. Let me get rid of those. I'll keep this one. So here, this is my app.jsx. That's my root component. If you want to, you can create also main, just like we did with the last project. And main here, it will simply just all the complex stuff. We put it inside main instead of putting it inside app.jsx. Okay, after that, what do I need? Well, I need a search bar. So I will need something like that, search bar like that, so I can type the title of the movie and stuff like that. That's what we call search bar. Also, I will need the title. So I have movie title here. I need to create a component for the title itself. So I have title, I have search bar, And then I will have a movie list, which will include all the movies. And of course, I will need one component for movies, and that's it. So I have one movie, and in here I can duplicate this one a few times. That will be my movies. One movie, single movie. Let's just do this one, something like that. Okay, how many components I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4 components, and maybe if I want to, I can create main as well. It will be 5. So it's really depends. Is the idea clear?
Yes.
Yes. So first, let's create our header. So I will need the header here, the title or the header component. So let's create it. It's the easiest one. I name it header. So let's name it header as well. Header.jsx. I'm going to create a template for my component. To create the template, I need to type RAFCP as normal. I'm going to get rid of import React because I don't need it simply. And the props here, let me remove it for now. Okay, for the header here, I don't need really a div. I need a header like that, and not header. I will need a header. And header, as you know, it's an HTML tag, of course. And inside the header, I will need an H1. And of course, here I will need the title. So I need to pass the title, and the title, it will be a prop. And here I need to receive title. Voila. Of course, I need to add my prop type here. What type of title it will be?
String.
Of course, it will be string. So I can just say title. It will be prop type with capital P, prop type dot string dot is required because I will need it. Voila. My copilot, no, wait. Is my copilot is not working. Happy now? Okay. Status extension activation failed. Oh, that's strange. But anyway, it doesn't matter for now. Let's complete our project. So I have just my title, as you can see. The title simply, I have a header, I have H1, and then here I will pass the title as a prop. I'm not sure if I have any classes. No, I just have the header, which is okay. It's not bad here. Header, everything is fine. Now, would I create the main or not? So it's totally up to you. I can create the main component and put all the complexity, or I can just put everything inside app.jsx. Now, because the project is not super complex, I will not create main.jsx. I will put everything in app.jsx, but if the project is a little bit complex, it's a good idea to create main and put everything inside main as possible. So let me just import my component here. What is the name of my component? Import header from component slash header. And of course, what I need to do here, let me just create, I'm not sure, do I have any classes here? Did I have any classes here? Yeah, I think I just had the div, if I'm not mistaken, only. So let me put my header here. Header, and I will just close it. And of course, now here in the header, I need to pass the title, and the title here, it was title, I name it. Yes, I name it title. So let me go just to my app.jsx, and now I need to pass my title. What will be my title? What should I name it?
Movies.
Yeah, movies, why not? Movies like that. And maybe I can search for an icon. I'm not sure if I have any icon for movies. So, or emoji, maybe it will be nice as well. So let's say movies, emoji. Let's see if we can find any. Click. Yeah, let's see if I have something here. Yeah, I have this one. Accept. So let me try to copy. I'm not sure if I can copy this one or not. Let's see if it works or not. No, it does not work. Yeah, I think if I select this one, yeah, I can copy it like that. So yeah, it's just an emoji. You don't have to do it, of course. but I think it will be a little bit nice. Let's go back to our natural GPT. Let's go here. Voila, it's not bad. So that's our title here. And after that, what do I need to do? So I created my header and I passed my props. Everything should be fine for now. Now I need to go to my search bar to create my search bar. So let's create our search bar. It will be search bar dot gsx. Now, in the search bar, I will need just an input. Okay, so let's first create my component HYF-BE, and in here I don't need you, and here I don't need prop for now. I need to just put my parentheses here, and that should be okay for now. So I want this div, but inside the div I will put an input. Now notice here I don't need a form. Why do I don't need a form? Why I don't need a form? Yes. Why I don't need a form? What's the problem with you? Why I don't need a form, guys?
There not be a button, submit button on input is enough.
Because simply I don't want to submit the form or click on the button or click enter. I just want, when I type the name of the movie, I want to filter it directly. Okay, so here I don't really need a form. Okay, now as the type of my input, it will be a text. I can give it a class name. And I think in the class name here, I have a class called search input. And also I have a div which is called search bar container. So here in this, I'm gonna give it a class name. And the class name was search bar container, right? Search bar container. Of course, you can add your own class. I don't want to create the CSS again. That's the reason. That's my input, and my input also I need to give it a class. And the class was what was the class? Search input. Yes. No. It was search input. Search input. Okay. That's fine. So I have my input, I have the type text, I have the class name. Now maybe I can add a placeholder as well. Placeholder. And in the placeholder, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to emoji again. And maybe I can just say search here. I don't know if there is any search emoji or something. Yeah, here, but yeah, maybe I can copy this one. And now I go to here and I can add it here. Just an emoji. Okay, so I have my input type text. I have the class name. I also have my placeholder. Now, do I need a piece of state here or not? So do I need a piece of state here or not? Do I need piece of state for my, because I need to grab this value. Do I need piece of state or not?
Yes, you need it.
Okay, what should we name it? Value, maybe? So const value, set value. It will be equal to use state. Click, and now use state is being imported, and that's what I want to actually. Let me just modify it. I wanted to put it as a top. Voila. Okay. So here by default, use state, of course, it's a function. I need to execute it here. And by default, here's the title here or the movie, whatever the user typing, it will be an empty string. Okay, that should be fine. Now what I need to do here, I need to add an event to my input. What will be the event? What was the event on the input we normally use? What was the event on the input? On?
On change.
Yes. On change. The other are sleeping. And now here I will need the event, of course. So I need to pass the event, and then here I can call my handler, which I don't have it, which I need to create it. And I can name it change handler. So const change is not correct, change handler. And change handler, it will receive the event. And voila. Do I need the event? Do I need the event?
Yes.
Of course I need the event. How can I get the value if I don't have the event? Okay, that's fine. So whatever now, whenever the user types something, okay, what I can do here, I can just simply type, for example, I can just first now say const. I cannot name it value because I already have a value. So maybe I name it val or something. You can give it another name, it's fine. So val, it will be event dot target dot value. Now here's the value here. The user can enter the value with uppercase or lowercase. But if I go back to my movie here, so my movie title are uppercase or lowercase? What is the name of movie here? They are uppercase or lowercase?
Uppercase.
Well, maybe I can make all of them lowercase then. So now what I need to do here, I can go to actually they're not uppercase, they're lowercase, but I have here, the first letter is being capitalized. So I can deal with this one. So now what I'm going to do, I will say event.target.value.to lowercase. Why? Because I want to make everything lowercase. So like that, if the user type uppercase or lowercase, the case, it will not be important for me. Okay, now I have my value. Now all I have to do now, I need to set my value. And I can just say set value and it will be equal to val. Voila. And for now, it should be okay. But now let me log something here. I'm just gonna log the value here. Let me just log the value, it's fine. Let's go here to my stuffy here. Where's my input? Why do I don't have my input? Why I don't have my input?
You did not import.
Of course. So I did not import it. So I need to say import. It was search bar if I'm not mistaken, and voila. And now here I can add my search bar as well. So here just say search bar and close it. And now I should have it. Let's go here. That's my search bar. Although it's not pretty for now, it's fine. So now what I need to do here while I'm typing, see, while I'm typing is just show me the result directly while I'm typing. And that's what I want to. I don't want to click on anything or like that. I just want to type. So just type like that and voila, it give me the value. So everything is fine for now. I like that. I imported my CSS, I think. Okay, search bar. Do I have any classes or something? Yeah, I have search bar container. I give it a class. Yeah, search bar container and text and search bar. Well, it looks like it's not styling, but anyway. Now,
You did not import CSS.
Import CSS, yes.
yeah, you're right. I need to import my CSS. Import dot slash, and it was called search bar. Search bar dot CSS. And now it should be a little bit fine. Of course, I forgot to give this one a value. I need to give it a value as well, right? So I need to give it the value, and the value, it will be the piece of my state, which will be value. And that should be fine. Let's go here. Yeah, it's a little bit fine, not bad for now. But why the title is not styled then? Because simply I did not import my CSS again. Slash, we name it header.css. And voila, and let's go here. Yeah, it's not bad for now, it's not bad. Okay, I have this one and I have this one, and that's really what I want to. That's good. Now, what do I want? Well, I've defined everything here. Now in the search bar, I have inside app. So what I really need to do here, I need to grab the value the user inputting. So that this value here, I need to somehow pass it to the app here. Why? Because now I need to create a movie list component, and then I need to pass it to the movie list. And the movie list, I need somehow to grab my data and filter my data. So now I need this value. So how can I get this value here? So I want the value of the search bar, this value. You see this value? I want it here inside my app. How can I grab it? Any idea? Yes. Maybe we can create a function. Yes. Const. Let's name it get input or handle input. Let's name it input handler. Input handler. So input handler, I need to receive the value, or the val here, or the value, whatever you name it. I need to receive the value or the val. I'm just gonna name it, yeah, I can just name it value, it's fine. And in here, well, I just want to log it just to make sure that I have the value. Okay. Now here, this function, I need to pass it somewhere. Where do I need to pass this function, which is input handler? Where do I need to pass it? I need to pass this function to somewhere, to some place. I want to grab this value here, this one. So it's normal here in my app. I need to pass this function to. I need to pass my function to. Are you
The
sleeping?
search.
Of course, I need to pass it to search handler. So as a prop here, I say search handler, it's equal to, I will add a prop called search handler, which will be my function. Voila. And now, because I am passing this prop to search handler, I will receive this prop inside my search bar, which will be here. And voila. Of course, I need to add it in my props here. And search handler here, it will be prop with capital B, prop type dot func dot is required. Okay, it's a function. Now, all I have to do now, I need to somehow pass this value. Well, it's super simple. I can just execute my function here, and now I can pass the value if I want to. And now I will receive the value inside my, app. To convince you, let me just add a string here, and I can just say inside app, and then I can just now put a comma here. And now whenever I type something, I should have something as a log. Refresh. Type something, and as you can see, inside app. So I have the value now inside app, but that's what I want to actually. So I want this value inside the app component, inside the root component. You will see now why I need it inside the app component. Okay, let's just for now keep it this way, and let's go to my movie list, and let's create our movie list component. So I'm going to create a new file, and I will name it movie list. Movie list.jsx. And I need to create a template for my component. So RAFCP. I don't need React. Okay. Now here I need to know how to create my movie list. Now for my movie list, it will be a little bit simple. It will not be that complex. What should I do here? Well, first, I need to import my CSS so I don't forget. So I can just say import. It's called movie list .css. That's first. After that, here, I'm not sure if I have any classes or not. I have movie list, yes. And after that, I will need to have p tag here. So this p tag is not a problem. Movie list, I need to acquire it. So in the movie list, I need to receive as these values a user input. Why? Because I need to pass this value to the data and try to filter all the movie which has this value inside their title. So of course, now I will need to import a few stuff. So first I need to import my data. How can I import my data? So I need this film.json. How can I import it? Any idea? How can I import this JSON file or film.json? Do you know how to import any JSON file inside React?
No, but yeah, we can Google it.
Well, it's simple. You can just say import. You can name it whatever you want to. I'm going to name it data. And I can just say from /, and I can just go to film.json. And now I will, no, film.json. Film.json. And now I will get my data. It's simple as that. So that's my data here. It will be an array of movies object. That's how we get our data from a JSON file. It's super simple. Just import whatever you want to name it. You can name it whatever you want to from. And then, of course, I need to get out from the component because it's not inside component. It's inside source. So I will say dot slash, that means go out of component and then find film.json. Okay, I imported my data. And now what I need to do really, I need somehow to create a function, and this function here should receive the data. And also I should receive the value here in my movie. So the values that the user enter, I need to receive it here inside my movie list. So I need to pass my data and also the value. And after that, I need to create a function which will take all the data, loop through them because it's an array, and then check each movie object. If the title included this value, it will keep it. If not, it will remove it. Is the idea clear? Yes, no? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so let's try to create this. Of course, this value now I need to pass it here. So let's first import our movie list component. I didn't do anything. Let's just import it inside app. So what was my component name? Import. It was movie list, right? And now here I need to just render my movie list here. Voila. That should be good. Now I told you movie list, I need one prop, right? What was the prop? It's the values as the user enter. But do I have the values as the user enter or not? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Do I have the value here? Let me go to app. I need now to pass this value here. So this value, yes, I have it. So that's the value here, the user enter. So now I need somehow to pass it to this movie list. How can I pass it to movie list? Any idea? Any idea? So I want to pass this value here I'm receiving, the one I just logged it here. I want to pass it to my movie list, but not just that. I want each time this value change, I want my movie list to re-render, because each time I change the value, I need to go again to my movie list, loop through all the movie and check if this value exists on the movie title. If it exists, I'll keep it. If not, I will remove it.
Unit use state.
Exactly. So I need to create a piece of state here. So I can just name it const. What should we name it? Maybe I can name it, not sure. Updated. Do you have any good naming?
User input.
User input. Let's name it just input. Or user input. It will be a little bit long, but okay, just input. So let's name it input. Input here, it will be piece of state, of course. And I need, of course, to use state, right? Use state, click, and user state is being imported. And here by default, it will be an empty string, right? And now what I need to do here is very simple. Whenever the user enter anything, I just need to update this my piece of state. So I need to use set input. And here I need to pass my value. Voila, and like that. Each time the user input anything, this input here, this state, it will be updated, and I can of course pass this state to my movie list. In my movie list, what do I name it? I name it value. So let me name it input. Yeah, and now here all I have to do, I just go here and I just say input. It's equal to input. Voila. So I'm just passing now my input here inside the movie list. Good. Now, to convince you now I have this one in the movie list, what I need to do here, I can just go inside my movie list here. And all I have to do for now, I can just log the input. And now here, of course, it will be inside movies. Okay, would it look like I have a problem? What's the problem? Movie list. Yeah, this one is wrong. It's /. And now it should be good. Okay, now let's go here to our movie and let's try to type anything. See, if I type anything now, this log here is actually coming from movie list, as you can see. So I'm getting the value inside movie list. That's perfect. That's what I want to. That's nice, not bad. Now what I want here, now I need to create a function, and this function I should pass my data and my input, and after that I should return the filtered movie. Because now here, when the user types something, not all movie will have this input inside their title. Some of them will have, some of them will not have. So I need to have somehow to create a function to filter my movie. So here I can just declare a variable and name it const filtered movies. It's equal to filter movie. And filter movie, of course, it will be a function. Now here I need to pass my data and I need to pass my input. Voila. And here what this guy is going to do, this function was going to do, it should return me as all the movie which their title, the title includes this value. Of course, I don't have this function, I need to create it. Now this function here, it will be a util function. So let's create it, create a folder called util and create it here. What do I name my function? Filter movie, right? So let me go inside util, click on this one, click .gs. Notice here when it's not a component, I don't name it GSX. So the extension, I don't add GSX. I do add GSX only for component. Why? Because GSX give me more hint, more suggestion, and better intelligence. So if this one, it will not be a component, it will be a normal function. So I will just name it .gs. That's it. And here I can just say const. That's my function, and I should receive the data. And also I should receive the input, right? Yes, no?
Yes.
And now here I can export my function directly, exp. And here we should just name it filter movie. Oh, that should be good. Now here, that's my filter movie. That's my function, which is nice. I need to import it inside movie list. So let's try to import it inside movie list. I'll just import it here. And I can just say import. It's called filter movie, if I'm not mistaken, filter movies, click. So it will be // because I want to get out from the components, then go to inside utils, then I have filter movie. And I don't need the extension here. So the extension here is not necessary because if the extension is GS or GSX, it will not be necessary to include it here, to add it here. So that's great. So I have now my filter movie. So what I want to do now, I just want to log my filtered movie. So I'll see if my function is working or not. So let me log. Voila. I will just log the filtered movie. And here I need to add prop type for input. So what type of input? It's prop type dot string. Is it required or not? Of course it's required. Okay. Now let's go to my function. So what am I receiving here? Well, I'm receiving the data and I'm receiving the input, right? Any idea what should I do here? Any idea what should I do? Any idea what should I do? So the first step here, if the input here, if it's an empty string, what should I do? If the input is empty string, what should I do?
Display a message.
No. If the input is empty string, that means I can show all the movies. Because here I'm searching for the movie. So if this one is empty string, I should show all the movies, everything. You got my point or not? Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
So if, there's no error here. So if here it's empty string, I should show all the movie because I'm trying to filter movies. So what I need to do here, actually, in my function, I can check now. I can just say if input dot trim, what trim do? What does trim do? Remove the white spaces from the beginning and the end of the string. So I say if no input dot trim, that means I have an empty string, then I should return my, what should I return? I should return all the movies. So that's all movies, that's my data. I should return the data, all of it. Why? Because the user did not input anything. It's just an empty string. That means I should show all the movies. So I will return my data. Okay, that's first. So else, what do we have? Okay, now here I need to check. I need to somehow to filter actually. Here I need to return data. Data is an array. What method I should use? What method should I use to filter some, keep some movie and remove some movie? What method should I use?
A filter.
Filter, of course. So what is filter? It's a higher order method. And here Of course, I have data, it will be a movies. So here I will have one movie. And my movie here, it will be an object. And what do I want to do here? Any idea what do I need to do? Any idea what do I need to do here? So here my movie, it will be an object. So if I go now here, it will be this one. I have the value, the user input, and I have the title, right? What should I do? I should check if the value, when I convert the value to lowercase, okay, I'm sorry, if I will convert first the title to lowercase, then I will check if the title included the value. If it's included the value, that means I will keep the movie. If not, that means I will remove the movie. Is the idea clear or not?
Yeah.
For everyone? So
Yes.
here, I can just say
Yes.
I can just say movie dot title. Remember the title was capital T, right? And here I need to make it lowercase, just like the input to lowercase, because I don't care about the case here. To lowercase, and then here I have a method here on the string to make sure if it includes something or not. What was the method?
Dot includes.
Includes, indeed. So here includes. So if it includes, what's the problem here? Include is not correct. So let me correct it. Voila, includes. Now here I have the input here, and I just say input, but I need to trim it as well, just to make sure I don't have any space. Trim. That should be good. So what is going on here? So what is going on here is, what's going on here is I'm looping through each movie. As you can see, that's array of movies. I'm looping through each movie, and then I'm checking if the movie dot title dot, I'm making lowercase. If it's included the input trim, that's mean if it's included the input, I'm gonna keep it. If not, I'm not gonna keep it. Yes, no? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why is this one is here? Oh yeah, it should be fine. Let's check if that will work or not. If it works, it will be good. If it does not work, we'll see. Voila. So now because I have an empty string, as you can see, now here by default, I will have an empty string. Why? Well, simply because if I go to my app.jsx, what's the default file for the input? What's the default value for the input?
Empty string.
Yeah, because I have an empty string, it return me all my movie, as you can see. I have 17 movie, it return me all the movie, and that's correct. But now if I start typing, let's type something, for example, tall. So when I say tall, it return me, see, it return me only one movie with the title which says The Tall Man. And that means my filter function is working perfectly. Okay? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
So now my filter function is working, which is good. Now let's go to my movie list. This function is working. I don't need to log anything anymore. I don't want to log the input as well. That's fine. My function is working. Now I need to go to my movie list and I need to do something in my movie list. In my movie list here, now, if I have more of, it will be an array, of course. Filtered movie, it will be an array, as you know. Why? Because whenever I'm filtering an array, I will have, and it will return a new array. So I will have an array. So if the array links is more than one, that means I have a movie. But if the array links is 0, that means I have no movie, right? Yes,
Yes.
no? Okay,
Yeah.
so what I need to do here, I'm gonna remove this one and I'm gonna add just a fragment. Fragment is just because I don't want to add any div here to my code here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm gonna import some JavaScript here. So just click here, and now what I need to do here, I need to pass my filter movie, which will be an array, remember? So filters movies. Now here I can just say dot length. Now dot length here, if it's greater than 0. So I have a question mark. And then here I need to render two stuff. So if it's greater than 0, I'm going to return this one, else I'm going to return something else. Again, if my filtered movie dot length, if it's greater than 0, I need to show my, so that means I have some movie, so I need to show my movie here. But if it's less than 0, then here I need to show something, for example, like no movie exists. And in this case, I can just create a p tag. If the movie does not exist, of course, I will create a p tag and I just say no movie exist. Voila. This one is okay for now. Now, if I go to this one here, which I'm gonna return as well, and also I need to do something here. So if I have a movie, I will create a div. And now here, this error is gone. Is a real or why? Because I did not add anything. So now I have I have a condition here, as you can see, I'm using ternary operator. If the filter movie dot length, if it's greater than 0, it will return me this div. If it's not greater than 0, it will return me this p tag, which will be no movie exists. Also, that's fine. Now I will go inside the div and I need to do something actually. I need to add more JavaScript because now my objective here, if I have filtered movie, I have an array, I need to loop through it. And after that, I need to create for each object, I need to create a movie component, which I don't have yet, which I need to create it. So I just need to enter another JavaScript. So I will put my curly braces here and I will say just filter movie or filter movies, because now the length is greater than 0. That means I have them. Then I can just say dot map. And now here I need to map something, of course. So here I will have one movie. I'm mapping through them. Movie. Movie is correct. Is movies correct, guys? Yes.
Yes.
And I need the index as well because I need to add it as a key, so I don't have any problem. Okay, that's my function. And now here, of course, what I can do, I can just add a pair of curly braces. So if I have a movie now, I need to render my movie here as a component. So I will render it. I don't have the component yet, by the way. I need to create it. No, it should be capital M, movie component. Voila. And it looks like I have a small problem. Let's check.
Curly braces instead of parentheses.
No, I need another curly brace, I think. No. So I have this one. Wait just a second. I have this one and this one. Expected, do you mean or replace? Actually, I should have double curly brace. You have a little bit syntax error, I think. So filter movie, yes, dot map, and here, yeah, I forgot to add here. It must be a function actually, and here also I need to add another set of curly braces if I'm not mistaken. Voila, fixed. So I forgot to pass this one as a function, so it must be a function, as you can see. So this guy here is a blue one here for my map, and this one here is the opening tag and the closing tag here, and that's of course my function. Okay, now I need to create a movie component, but I need to pass something. What do I need to pass? First, it's telling me key does not exist, so I need to add the key, right? So what it will be good idea to add the key? Which one it will be good idea to add the key?
Index.
Index, because the index it will be unique, right? So index, and I will get rid of this problem, which is the index, and I need to pass my movie data, so I can just say movie, and here I need to just to pass my movie data, which is this one here.
Bonjour.
Sorry. Good. Any problem here? Any problem here, guys?
No.
Now I need to create my movie component because I don't have it. As you can see, it's telling me movie does not exist. So let's go to inside here and let me create my movie .gsx. And now here I will just say RFCP, and I want this one. I don't need React. I'm gonna get rid of the props and I put curly brace, and that should be okay for now. Of course, I know that the movie will receive something. What it will receive? It will receive movie, which will be an object. I know that already. Movie like that. It should be good. For now, I don't need anything else. Let's just import my component here.
Difficile le choix.
Sorry. Do you have a question, guys? Or you're just talking? Okay, let me import my component, which is called movie. So I can just import movie. That's my component, and that should be good now. So as you can see, what did I do here? Well, it's quite simple. I'm checking is filtered movie dot links. If it's greater than 0, that means I will have some movies. So I will put a pair of parentheses like that. Of course, if that means if this condition is false, it will go here. It will show no movie exists. But if it exists, I'm just creating a div here, and then I'm looping. I'm just putting curly brace. I'm looping through my movies, and for each movie, I'm creating a component. Of course, this one it will be an object. I'm creating a movie, and I need to pass the key, which will be the index, and movie here, it will be an object. Here, it will be an object. So I'm passing one props. Now inside my movie, I have this prop, which will called movies. Oh, movie, actually, it's single movie. Did I forget anything? I don't think so. I think everything should be fine. Now I need to go. Yes, actually, I think we have a class here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go to movie list. Yes, it's called movie list. The P, I don't need any class, but here I need a class. Yeah, movie list. Fully. Yeah, as you can see now, I have movie, which is nice. But of course, now I need to render the component. That's not gonna work. Okay. And to show you here, if I type something, it just will show me here no movie exists. But of course, if I do something, it will show me some movies, which is good. Now all I need to do, I need to go to my movies component here, and I need to import my CSS first. So import movie.css, so I don't forget it. And now, what do I have?
For the import, you need to put the dot slash.
You are right, but I always forget it. Fine, so I have ./movie.css, which is perfect. And of course, now I need to add my prop. So here, movie, it will be an object with different property. What was the different property? So I will have title, I will have year, I will have type, and this one I don't care about them, but poster I do care about them. So here, what I can do, I can just go in, let me put this one here so I can see the property. And let's go to my movie, and let's just say here, of course, I will have movie, and here I can just say prop type dot shape. As you know, shape exists, shape. And here in shape, I need to pass my object, and of course, I will have title with capital T. And title here, it will be prop type dot string. All of them are string. String dot is required, because I will need it actually. It's required. And also I will need year. Yes, I'll need the year. Let me add the year here as well. It will be the same, so I'm gonna copy paste it. And also I will need the poster, which will also be a string. So I can just copy paste it. Voila. Voila, so now my prop type should be fine for now. And now I need to focus a little bit on my component, how to create my component, which is called movie.jsx. Now in movie, I need to import a few properties here. So the first property I need to import here, or I need to create first for my movie. Maybe I can create a div, and inside the div here, I can do something. And then I can create another div for my image poster. And after that, I will create a div for movie details, for example, H2, which will be the title, and I can put some icon for the movie years. And then I need to create a button, which will be the heart shape button. When I click on it, I need to turn it to red. So how can I do all of that? Well, it's quite simple. Now, first, for the icon, as you saw in the previous project, I had like a heart stuff. This heart stuff, it's an icon. So React also have something called React icons, and you can install it. Just you can type npm install or react-icons. React-icons, it include a lot of icons. It's much better than Font Awesome icon because it includes multiple library. So let me show you actually. React icon. React icons, yes. So if I go here, as you can see, it's include all of these one, including the bootstrap icon, including buck, circle, even Font Awesome. So include a lot of stuff. And if I search for heart, for example, clicky, and it will give me a lot of heart. If I click on it, it will show me, as you can see, it should show me how can I import it. And also it will show me how to insert it or how to render it inside my component. And of course you have million of icons. So that should be simple. Fine. We'll see now where we bring the icons. That's nice. Let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of this one. Let's get rid of this one and this one. And let's go to our movie. Our movie need little bit work. So first, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to create, it's already a div. I need to give a class. And this class here, it will be a movie container. So movie container, I need to give it a class here in this guy here. So class. And here I'm gonna put my like that, and I can, now I told you before here, this in this curly brace, I can pull it any valid JavaScript, right? Can I put any valid JavaScript or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
So maybe I can use backtick, and backtick is valid JavaScript, right? And here I can just put my movie dash container, if I'm not mistaken. So movie dash container, let me just make sure. Movie container, yes. So movie dash container, and also I need to add something like yes, I need to add something called yes and no, something dot yes and dot no. Why? Because if you remember, when I click on the heart, my movie here, all the movie, it was surrounded by a border, and this border was green, right? So I need also actually to add a class, another class. That's the reason why I am using backtick here. So I will add this class first, and after that, I need to check here if certain property. So I will need to check here if liked. So if the user likes this movie, I should add a class, another class which is called yes. And if not, I will add a class called no. Liked, yeah, should be fine. But I don't have liked. So what do you think the liked will be for? So for all movie, I need to know if the movie has been liked or not. And whenever the user changes this like, I need to change, re-render this component. So what should I use?
Used it.
Indeed. So I need to use piece of state here. So I can just say const liked, set liked. And here I can just use state. Voila. And here by default, the movie, it will be not liked, so it will be false by default. False. So all the movie by default, that will not be liked. That means the user will not like them. Okay. But because I will have a heart, but it will be a white heart. It will not be what was it? A red heart, something like that. So by default, this one will be false, so it would have a class no. But if the user somehow click on the button, which I will need to create later, I need to change this state. So now what I'm doing, I'm checking the state here. If this one here is true, I want to add another class which is called yes. Why? Because here, as you can see, I have movie container.yes. So as you can see, I make the border and add this one here, which will be a green, because whenever the user click on this one, the heart become red, and also the border of my movie become green, and that's what I want to. If not, by default, it will no, I don't have a class no, so it will stay as it is. It will stay whitey here, border, it will be whitey. That's fine. I fix this problem with the class. That should be fine here. So what should I do next? Well, I can create another div, and inside this div, I need to render my poster, I think. That should be the first one. So let me now try to render my poster. Of course, this one here is totally up to you. I just do this one because I want to match my CSS. But then again, it's totally up to you. Whatever you want to do, you want to change it, it's totally up to you. Now, inside this div, I can add an image. What do I need for the image? What do I need for the image? I need source. From where I will get my source? Movie. Dot. What was the source of the movie?
Poster.
Poster. Okay, an alt. I don't have an alt. Maybe I can pass the title of the movie, right? So here I can just say movie. Dot. And I can pass title. Do I have title? Of course I have title. And here I'm just rendering here my my image or my poster. I think the poster has a class also. It's called poster class, if I'm not mistaken. Movie poster, yes. So I need to add this class to the container. And after that, I will check my code if it's a little bit working or not. So I need to add a class name. And here, I think it will be movie poster. So let's notice, voila, as you can see, it's nice. So it show me all my movies currently. It's functional, everything is fine. If I type something, it will say movie not exist. If I remove this one here, it will show the movie. For example, if I say Tallman, now here I have in the title, I'm not showing the title yet, but these two movies should include TR. If I type L, it will only show me one movie, as you can see. And if I type more, of course, it will say movie not exist. If I remove it, it will show me all the movie again. So that's nice. Now I need to complete my component here because yes, I make the image. Now I need to create another stuff, which will be the title, and also it will be the button here, the year, and also after that, the heart shape. So the button when I click on it. So in order to do so, I can create another div here. And this div, let's see if it has any class. Yeah, it's called movie details, if I'm not mistaken. So I need to go inside here, and this one, it will has a class. Again, you don't have to do it like me. You can add your own classes. I'm just doing that because as my CSS already like that, so yeah. But you can totally change the CSS and the structure. It's up to you. So I need to create a div which is called movie details. And inside movie details now, I need to render as the movie title. So I think for it, I created H2. Because here I have H2. So I created the movie title, and here I just create an H2, and now I need to render my movie title. How can I render my movie title? I'll just say movie dot title. And now, no, it's not movie dot movie, it's movie dot title. Okay, cool. Now if I go here, I have the title of the movie, as you can see. Iron Man 2, Spider-Man, Iron Man, I don't know what. Spider-Man No Way Home. No Way Home, yes. Man of Steel, and voila, I have my title. That's nice. What should I do now after that? So I have my title, and I think after that, I will need to add the year. Now to add the year, I can add a p tag. Let me check my style again. Yeah, it's p tag. So I need to add a p tag. So let me go here. I need to add a p tag, and now I need to render my calendar. To render my calendar, I need to import it from React. And I can just go here and search for a calendar if I want to from React icon. So here, where's my React icon? Here, let's just say calendar. Calendar, okay. Okay, I can choose anyone I want to. Which one I should use? You can choose whatever you want to. So here or here or here, whatever you want to. I think there is something called IO calendar, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna already do the same as I did for the project. So there is something called IO calendar. But importing it is super simple. As I told you, import, you just need to search, pick whatever you want to. Mine is called IO calendar, if I'm not mistaken. IO calendar, IO calendar, if I'm not mistaken, that's it. No outline here. IO calendar. Yeah, but that's not what I want to. IO calendar, and I think it's called outline. Yes, that's what I want to. And of course, when you type something, VS Code will help you. So now I need to render this icon, but how can I render it? It's super simple. You will just render it as a component. Voila, as you can see, you can render it as a component, normal component, which is even better. Voila, it looks like I have an error. No, that's it. Okay, so that's my calendar. Now I need to pass in my calendar something. And this something, of course, it will be, what should I pass? I need to pass my movie.year, if I am not mistaken. So here, I can just put my stuff here, which will be movie dot, we have year, right? Yes, we have year. So I have my year here. I just put it beside this one. So I will have my icons and I will have the year. And also on this icon, if you type, for example, color, something like that, see, it has a lot of properties, so you can pass a prop to them as well if you want to. So you have color most of the time here. You can change the color if you want to. You can make it red, you can make it white, you can make it whatever you want to. And now here, if I go to my calendar, now it's red, as you can see. I don't like the color red. I will maybe add, I don't know, maybe brown, not sure. Brown. It looks like brown is not working, or maybe brown, my color is, so let me make it white. Yeah, now it's white, as you can see. So you can pass any color you want to here. It's just like a normal component here, React component. So you can pass some props here. We have color, and I think we have size. So if you type S, you have scale, as you can see, you have size, you have slope, you have spacing, you have a lot of property you can pass. And voila. But for me, I just care about the color. Now I add this the year as well, and that's nice. Now the final step I need to add, I need to add my button here. And in this button, when I click on it, I need to change this state here from liked to, from false to true, and the opposite. So how can I create my button? Well, I will create another div like that. And I think this div has a class, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's called .like button container. This one, I think. Let's go here, and I need just to add a class here. And let's add this one. So yeah, so that's my class here, which is called like dash btn dash container. Now I can just create a normal button, voila. And now inside my button, I need to pass another icon, and this icon here, it will be like a heart. So I can go to my React icon. Also, I can search for hearts. We have a lot of hearts. I think one of them was if a heart, if I'm not mistaken. So if you type if a heart, you will have another heart like that. Also, don't worry about the color, because we can pass it as a prop, so we can change the color. So the one I used, I think it was this one, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go back again. I can just say import, and it was if a heart, but I don't know if it was uppercase or lowercase. Maybe uppercase. If a heart, heart, I'm not sure. Yes, that's it. So if a heart, I can just use this icon here. And voila, all I have to do, just render it as a normal component, as you know. Voila. Of course, the color, I don't like it. I want the color to be, white. For the color now, I need to render it a little bit differently. Why? Because depending on this value here, the state, if it is liked, the color should be red. But if it's not like, the color should be white. And as you can see, where's my heart? I don't have my heart here.
It's on the bottom of the poster, on the bottom.
Yeah, it's here actually. Yeah, it's here. It's bad. Let's give it a little bit. I think we have size as well. Size is the one I selected. I think it was 24, 25 or 24. Yeah, it's okay here. It's fine, I think. Okay. Now the button here, I think my button has a class as well, if I am not mistaken.
Samir, the heart, it shouldn't be in movie details. So it will be directly after the title and the calendar.
This heart here, it will be,
Yeah.
it will be here.
Yes. So you have to put it in movie
No.
details.
No,
No?
I can just put a class, because I have a class for it. So the class called, yeah, like button, that's it. I have a class for it, Agnieszka, so that's the reason why.
Okay.
But if you want to put it there, I'm telling you here, the structure is up to you. You can do whatever you want to. This is just one approach. Yeah, my heart is not here. Why?
I think
Like,
Agnieszka was right. You put it outside of the container.
are you sure?
Movie details.
Ah, you are right. Actually, it should be inside. Oh, my mistake. Yeah. Should be here. You are right, actually. My mistake. Sorry for that.
No problem.
Voila. Now it's better. It's better, as you can see. Okay, now what do I need to do here? Yeah, the color here, I don't need to render it as white. So the color here, it will depend on like or not. So what I can do here, because it's just prop, I can just render it. Okay, just put JavaScript here and I say if liked. So if liked is true, I want the color to be red, right? And if it's false, I want it to be white. Because depending on liked here, if it's true, I will make it red. If it's not true, then I make it false. And here I can just pass the size. I think I has a size as well. I'm not sure. 24, just in case needed. Yeah, it's nice. It's not bad. Okay, fine. So now the last step here, it will be to add an event to my bottom. So this bottom, when I click on it, of course, the heart is inside the bottom. So when I click on the bottom, it's like I'm clicking on the heart. So now here I need to add something here. And when I click on it, I want something to happen. I need to change this state from false to true or from true to false. What will be the event I need to add?
On click.
Of course, it will be on click. So on click here, now I will create my function here. It would be a small function. I name it const, and maybe I can name it toggle like. Toggle just mean make it toggle like. Toggle, so if it's true, we'll make it false. If false, we'll make it true. Simply like that. Voila. And here, let me pass my toggle like. That should be okay. And in here, now what I need to do here, all I have to do, I just have to set like, that's my function. And here I need to pass the opposite of the like. But now before I do that now here, does my old state, does my new state depend on the old state or not?
Yes.
Yes, because if the old state is true, I need to make it false. If the old state is false, I need to make it true. So because it depends on the old state, I need to just to pass as a function. I say pref, and here it will be simply the opposite of tref, so not pref, something like that. So if it's true now, it will make it false, and if it's false, it will make it true, and that's what I want to. And here, if I click on it, voila, it become red. And notice here also these class being added. If now I can select all of them, voila, 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 and voila, and voila. And of course, if I search tall man, voila, and if I add something does not exist, no movie exists. And if I remove it, I have all my movie. And that simply is the project. Question? I'm gonna deploy it onto Netlify again, so you all get used to Netlify. It's fine. So let me stop this one. Control C. I think the project should be working. Everything should be.
Samir,
Yeah.
can you explain again for the liked, for the set liked, why you did the previous? in the
The
code?
previous.
Yes.
Let me show you. Let me go to my React here, component, and I need the movie here. So if I go to the movie and I have the props here, but I need the state. Where is my state? My state is, so now as you can see, if I go to movie, my state here, which will be the movie liked, it will be false, right?
Yes.
So it's false. If I click on this one, it becomes true. So the idea here, does the new state depend on the old state or not? Yes, because why? Because if the old state was false, when I click on it, I want to make it the opposite. I make it true. And now if it's true, when I click on it, I want to make it false. So whenever in React, when you want to update the state or set any piece of state, if the new state depend on the old state, just like, for example, movies or stuff like that. Where is it? Where is it? It was in movie here. So if the old state here depend or the new state depend on the old one, I need to pass a function. So I need to pass a function as a parameter. I will pass a function to my this function here, which is set like. So now here I'm passing this function, and this function by default, it will receive the previous state. And now here, all I have to do, I need to change it. So if it was true, I'll make it false. If it's false, I'll make it true.
Okay. Yeah.
So all the time, not just here, all the time. If you remember also in to-do list, we did the same. If your new state depend on the old state, you need to pass a function here. Why? Because if you don't pass a function, React do not guarantees that it will give you the latest state, and you may have some bugs. Of course, that's when the new state depend on the old state. And when you pass a function, React here guarantee 100% that here you will receive the latest value, and like that you can update. Okay?
Okay.
And
Perfect.
Samir, in what kind of cases it doesn't depend on the previous one? Because we always had that it depends, but there are some examples that it doesn't depend.
Yes, of course. For example, do you remember the counter?
Mm-hmm.
First set counter. When I want to set counter to 0, I don't care if the current value is million or 1 or 10. I will say set counter. I don't care about the current counter, what the value is. I just pass 0 because I'm trying to set it. So in this case, as you can see, the value or the current state does not depend on the old state.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, now I have my count, and my count is 10. Now, when I'm trying to increase or decrease, I will need the old state, because the new state depends on the old one. I need to take the old one and add one or remove one, right? Subtract one. But here in set counter, I just want to make it 0. I don't care if this value 10 or 20 or whatever. So this one does not depend on the new state, does not depend on the old state. I'm just going to pass 0 and voila. Clear?
Yes, okay.
Okay, now let me close this one. And I need to push my code to GitHub. In order to push my Git to GitHub, the first step, guys, I don't have GitHub repo here. So as you can see, I do not have any GitHub repo here. So what I need to do, I need to tell Git, start tracking my file. I need to say Git init. And when I do so, as you can see, now it will start tracking my file. Fine, now I need to go to my GitHub. Where's my GitHub? My GitHub. That's my GitHub. And now I need to create simply a repo. And here, let's click on this one and click on this one. And let's click on, I will select my own GitHub. I will name it search movie, right? We'll name it search movie. Search movies, yeah, it does exist, fine. Search movies or search actually movie, not movies. I will just create my repo like that. When you create a repo, GitHub is telling you, if you have already a repo, what you need to do, you need to add this one. You need this command. So I need to add the remote repo. So I need to tell my Git, okay, that's the remote link to my GitHub. So all I have to do after I initialize Git, I can just post this one, voila. And now it adds the remote link here. After that, I'm just gonna copy the second one. Voila, because here the branch is master by default, but I want it to be main. And voila, that's good. Now, after that, I need to add my changes before I push them. Get status, that's my change. I can just say get add all, get commit. And then here, I need to push, but to push here, I need to use this command here. Voila. And clicky, and voila. It's not something difficult. I mean, it's super simple. Now, if I go to my repo, I refresh it. Voila, magic. Now what I need to do here, I need to copy the title of my repo because I will need it. I will go to my Netlify now. Netlify. Of course, in Netlify, as I told you, you need an account. Click on this guy, let's log in. If I log in and I go to sites, I can add a new site. And here I can just import an existing project because it exists on GitHub. It will tell me which platform you are using. All these platforms are similar to GitHub. Click, some of them are paid, of course you need to pay for them. And that's all my repo. Now here I can search for my repo, that's the title. And voila, that should be. I just need to wait seconds. Okay, that's it, search movie. Click. And here the site name, I can add a name if I want to, the branch is main. And here, all of them by default, it will be added for you. Click. Deploy search movie. And it's been deployed. I just need to wait a little bit. It's telling you it's in progress, so whenever it's building now for you. So you just need to wait a few seconds. And everything should be simple. Site not yet is being deployed. Voila, when it's deployed, it will give you a link. When you click on it, voila. And that's my website, and of course it's working. No movie exists. Tall man, voila.
Samir, why
Yeah.
is the name of the link? It's so weird. ZP Crumble.
Because Netlify just give you just a random link, but you can change it if you want to.
Yeah, you can change it. You can go to site configuration,
Yeah, so site configuration, and after that you
change
have
site name, or you have it in site information.
yeah, change size name, and you can change it if you want to, Agnieszka. So you can
Okay.
limit whatever you want, save, and after that it will take some time and reload your project. That should be simple. And voila.
And also, Samir, when we create our repo, React repo, now we don't. If we use after that Netlify, we don't need to use the pre-deploy, deploy, and
No. You don't need
GH pages. No.
No, you don't. GH pages when you want to deploy in GitHub. Here, I'm not deploying GitHub. I'm deploying another platform. And here, it's simply you just push your code as I taught you, and after that, you just deploy. This one is easier. But if you want to deploy it on GitHub pages, that's something different. You need to install GitHub pages library and as it npm run pre-deploy and deploy, and then after that, do that. Okay.
Okay.
Remember, add the React icon. So I'm going to share the React icon with you. To install it is super simple. npm install react-icon. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen and let me stop recording.